There we go. Still doing good. What's going on, everybody? I'm kind of winging it here. Um, let me see if anybody. Let me figures. It's gonna be some mosquitoes in this mofo tonight. It's good to see everybody here. How you doing, Connor's World? Let me get my glasses ready, cause I can't see already. How you doing, Renaissance Grandma? Hey, Miss Bass Reeves. Hey, The Source. I'm gonna do a quick live, real quick, off of a couple of left my doggone paper. Ain't that nothing? I'm gonna try to wing it then, cause I had some stuff written down that I was gonna try to remember. Dang on it! Don't you hate when you got everything set up and ready to go, and at the last minute everything go haywire, right? It never fails for me. How you doing, Quentin? How you doing? Hey, Precious SoCal Gardener. Precious SoCal Gardener, you know I love you. You know I love you, sis. I was just messing with you the other day about the water. You know that. As a matter of fact, I was over on your channel today. Guava, everybody. Guava. It's good to see everybody out here. I'm gonna get right into it so we can I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Baby, if you can see, if you watching me, if you see my notes on the kitchen table, I don't got my mic on or nothing, so I ain't gonna walk away. Cause right now, I'm out in a tiny house and there's some stuff that I really wanted to let y'all know. Dang on it, I got this set up so sweet. I don't wanna waste y'all time. Give me 2 ticks. I'm gonna run. Shut up. All right. I'm sorry about that, y'all. When I say I had to run, I ran. And these pants are starting to fall. So, okay. Hello, everybody. Guava, welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge in the tiny house. I'm going to tell you right now, every fly on the planet is coming in here right now. Listen, the title of this video is You Do Not Have Enough Power. I'm getting right into it. Hello to everybody and welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. But we really going to talk about it. Okay? That's right, Shirley. I'm working on it. My shirt getting a little loose in the goose. How many people got solar power generators? Gas generators? This is going to go way far beyond that. But how many people have solar power generators? Dan Permaculture Food Force, what's going on, brother? Welcome, Dan Permaculture Food Force. What's up, GT Grows It, Alaska? What's up, man? It's good to see you. Hey, Happy Mac. Thank you, Zipporah. We love you too. Precious SoCal Gardener, you know you my girl now. Now, everybody raise your hand if you got some solar or some gas generator backup. I love that rooster. He's a bantam and he sounds like a chihuahua. Listen when he crow. The neighbors, he been crowing now for almost 2 months. They don't even know. He sounds like a cat. I love it. I get to keep a rooster. Finally. All right, everybody that has generators. That's my boy. Now tell me this, working on it, gonna wait until Black Friday. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this. Number one, I'm not going to get onto the sky is falling crap. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But if you're waiting for prices to go down, I said this in my last video. If you're waiting on prices to go down, you will be sadly mistaken. Just saying. Today is Prime Day, and if you ain't hitting up Amazon and some of these other big box online stores, listen, it ain't gonna get a whole bunch better than that. I put a few things that I have and I've been talking about lately in the description box that help you save a little bit of money. I put those things in the description box so you can go right to them. Now, I got several things in there. You can go check it out. But I'm going to tell you this. You don't have enough power. And I'm going to tell you why I know. It's been cloudy and raining for the last probably 3 weeks solid. Every day we get some kind of rain. But the sun has not been out. Okay? The sun has not been out. So all of my big generators aren't really charging. And I have tons of solar panels, but my generators aren't charging. If you don't got no sun, you don't got no charge. This is where I was saying you need gas and you need solar, no matter what. Because on those cloudy days, you screwed. Basically, if you only run solar, you better have a barbecue grill somewhere close by or a fire pit, because you're going to be doing, if lights go out, you're going to be doing the rest of your stuff on your fire pit, on your barbecue grill. All right. Hey, Eco Neighboring House. What's up, Eco? So I'm telling you right now, if you don't have no solar, you need to really think about it, because everybody's having these rolling blackouts. It's not a conspiracy, it's the truth. Everybody lights go out at least once every day, all across this nation. So, it's not nothing to scare you. It's just the truth. You already know it. I know it. So what I would like for you guys to do is, I'm only here to put something on your temple. I just want you to think about something. I'm in this tiny house. I got solar running all the stuff in here. I got solar running stuff in my house. If there is no sun, it's not going to run. The more solar you have, whether it's you hooked up your own solar grid using batteries and everything else, all the components. What's up, B Rich? Good to see you, brother. Or you're using solar power stations and solar panels. No matter what, you don't got enough. Unless you dealing with one of those big giant eco flows, then you may be okay. But it still takes, you gotta charge it. You gotta charge it no matter what. I got the Blue Eddy in the Higgins, I don't even know your first name. But I got the Blue Eddy in the description box below too. If we're talking to for me, I'm going to name all of my biggest generators that I keep power going to. The FF Power 2000, the Alcatel 2000, they're the same pretty much. The Energizer PPS 2000, the Blue Eddy AC 200P, the Pecron 2200. It's another one too. Let me think hard. No. It's another one too. I just can't think of it. But that's the one I definitely know I got hooked up. So here's the deal. It's not enough. It's not enough for you to run everything in your house. It's not enough for you to run your life. If you're trying to keep cool, I'm gonna cut this AC on. If it start making too much noise, I'm gonna cut it off. Damn, it sounded like it was a bird in that mug. You hear that? It might be a rat or something. That ain't gonna work well. But let's try this. Let's just try to. That didn't sound good at all. That sounded like a duck was made a nest up in there. Let's cut the fan. Let's try that. No matter what you do in here, it's gonna use power. You're gonna need power for whatever you do in your house, in your shed, in your bug out area, no matter what. You're gonna need that. Let me make sure I did, yeah. Cut this air on. There we go. There we go. No matter what, you're gonna need power. Okay, here's the deal. Bear with me. Do you have enough physical power? Are you exercising? Are you working on your diet? Are you working on your eating habits? Because if you don't, that mosquito is trying to get me. If you don't have enough energy to get anything done around your house when stuff get bad, it's gonna be all bad no matter what. Door flooded up. What was that? Door flapped open. No, matter of fact, I got a lock for that. It might have been mine. I forgot to latch it. I forgot to latch it. But check it out. Do you have enough? Have you been working on your eating habits, your dietary habits, your dietary needs? Because if you can have all of this stuff, but if you ain't healthy, we might be in some trouble. And that ain't just you. I'm talking about me too. So I've been working hard on eating better and doing better about what I stuff in my face. I'm gonna get you, sucker. You got my name on it, so do you have enough physical power? What do you? Why did you call yourself that? God. I can't address you by that name, my friend. I'm sorry. I can't address you by that name. I'm sure you mean well, but I can't address you by that name, my friend. Okay? I'm sorry. And you didn't do nothing wrong, but your name, I can't address you by that. So, see, I'm working on quitting smoking, paying for me at as it will be the hardest thing I do. Amen. I understand. You know, eating junk, that's a hard habit to quit too. So here's another one. Your mental. Thoughts on EcoFlow is great. You shouldn't be worrying about what I think about it. You need to be doing your own research and see if it worked for you, okay? Because what I think about it will not matter in your home. What I think about it is one thing. I love it. But it may not be something you need. And I see it's a lot of people purchasing things they don't want or they don't need, and they're going off of some of us YouTube platform. And I'm not going to say advice. You saw it on my channel. It was for sale. You bought it. But it's not something you need in your home. Even though I can give you discounts. Do not buy things you do not need. It's not helping you or me. Don't buy stuff that you don't need. I'd rather you, because I keep getting the emails like, Led, I bought such and such from your. Number one, I don't represent these people. Number one. Number two, if you just bought it because everybody else said they had one on my channel, means nothing. I carry something on my hip that you may not approve of. So if I approve of it, does not mean you're going to approve of it, okay? See, I understand it was one I was considering. Just wondered if it was a good experience with you. I don't know, because I don't know which one you're talking about, okay? Because I do know one EcoFlow, the EcoFlow River 600, I wouldn't advise. No, I wouldn't give that to my enemy. But the rest of them, yes, definitely. Been on disability. I can't afford these power system. Wish I could. I'm doing all you can. Well, I say some prayers for you, okay? Honestly, you don't gotta tell nobody your financial situation on my channel because I'm telling you that to set people up to come and get you. Don't tell people your financial situation, okay? I'm just watching your back. Why get the Jackery 500 over the Blue Eddy 1600? Why get it over? I wouldn't. I don't. Maybe you weren't talking to me. I wouldn't do that. As a matter of fact, I got the Bouge RV 716 right here. This is what's charging some stuff up right now. The Jackery is in the house. So it's the truth. So here's another one for you. Here's another one for you. We're gonna keep it moving. Do you have enough food? Hey, well, welcome, Willow Tree. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Your first live welcome. We really getting into it right now, okay? We talking about something serious. Hands in the dirt, my man. What's going on? Food. Do you have enough food? If you're not growing enough food, if you're not trying to grow enough food, are you storing enough food away? I'm trying, Patricia. I'm trying because I don't want to. This to me is serious. This is a life or death situation. I have a lot of fun with it, but at the same time, I don't want to see nobody get hurt. Okay. Been canning food and buying because here's another one. What's up, Yaya? If you don't know how to can or pressure can, just go buy some canned goods. Just go buy some canned goods. If you don't know how to can and you too scared, I'm not even gonna deal with that no more. If people say I'm just too scared, just go sell your canner or give it away, gift it to somebody that really needs it, and just go buy some canned goods. Let's be realistic. If you are not in the position or the mental capacity to pressure can because you think it'll hurt you, no matter who teaches you how to do it, let it go. Some things just ain't for you. Some things just ain't for me. All right? Just let it go. All right? So, just go buy some canned goods, stock it up, store it up, and let it go. Okay? Now, here's why we're here today. This is the main reason. We're going to talk more about solar power, physical, mental, but we're going to go over to Lady Liz channel tomorrow and we're going to talk more about the mental, the physical, and the food. That we're going to go over to my wife's channel and because she can explain that way better than I can clearly, right? Okay. Do you have enough protection power? Now, I'm going to hit you with two phases with that. This ain't going to be a long live. Today, I promise. I'm going to hit you with two phases of that. Do you have things to protect all of the things we were just talking about? Right? You got solar, you got food, you got your physical situation is in gear, your mental situation is in gear. Okay, you got your noodles in the bowl tightened up, right? You got a lid on that. How you gonna protect your food, your solar, your house, your family? How? I know some people don't believe in carrying a firearm or owning a firearm. I get it. But let's be realistic in two different ways. Number one, I need you to think about this. It's not the tool, it's the fool. You understand? I'm going to print that out of all the t-shirts I keep talking about, I'm going to print up and I keep writing down on our board. That's going to be my first one. It's not the tool, it's the fool. What I mean by that is, this is an inanimate object until I push that button to cut that air conditioner on. This can harm no one. Why do we keep punishing this? The mental part of my list, we need to give people some mental help that needs mental help. If you're mentally distressed, you need help. Guess what? Here's the problem with that. Getting mental help, if you're mentally distressed, costs a fortune. People can't afford to go lay on somebody's couch and tell them what's on their mind. It costs too much money. Why does that cost money? That should not cost money, especially to our veterans or active duty military. It should not cost money to get these troubles off your mind, man. Every person out here to keep cutting up and they keep these shootings and everything going on, I don't care if they use the butcher knife or a firearm. It's not the butcher knife or the firearm that did it. It's not. It's not. It's the person that used it. Like I said before, every time there's a hero situation, we don't put a badge of honor on the tool, do we? We give it to the man. The man that stopped the assailant using his firearm, the man that used his firearm to stop the assailant, we gave him the key to the city. We put him on the news. We gave him all of the accolades. You did not mention how he did it, which was using a firearm to protect the people, the community, and his family. That's what he did. But when it's used in a crime, we demonize the same still inanimate object. Look how that worked. How is that? That's a one-way street. Why do we do that? Okay, so now let's be realistic again. On the flip-flop, how on earth do you think that protecting your family is only against people? Think about this. We give people fireworks every year around the 4th of July and every other holiday. Listen to me. New Year's, 4th of July, and all the little holidays in between. We give people literal pyrotechnics. We give them everything they want and need to make a bomb. I need you to sit that on your brain real quick. If you plan on taking firearms away from everybody, those are the same people that love to go watch the fireworks. Those are the same people that have fireworks popping off in their backyard and out in the middle of the street setting everybody's house on fire. Them the same people, like, I don't want firearms. It's not the tools, it's the fools with the tools. Anybody saw the video of the people, it may not have been in your area, that set off some fireworks in the middle of their street this past 4th of July, and all of their fireworks caught on fire and blew some stuff up. Literally. Shot a little boy in the back, busted him up. All this stuff is exploding now like a bombs is going off. That was not in the news. That was just a little quick video clip on TikTok or something, right? Think about that. Everywhere you go, it's a doggone fireworks place somewhere in some gas station or something set up temporarily so you can go ahead and get as much as you want. That's the same gunpowder that's in a gun, in a bullet, in a round. That's the same gunpowder. It's the same everything. You mean to tell me if I launch it out of a doggone toilet paper roll, it's okay, but not out of a metal tube? Man, we need to educate ourselves before we start legislating ourselves. You dig what I'm saying? We need to educate ourselves before we start legislating ourselves, because we're making rules on things that we do not understand. So I'm gonna take this to that second level that I was talking about. Number 2 is, you think that the only thing that wants your garden, that wants to harm you and your family, is people? Not after what me and my wife saw today. I got a friend that lived right here, close to me. He's probably in the room right now. Adam, I'm gonna just say your first name, Adam. Whether you believe in global warming or not, I don't care. It's warmer and the weather is more inconsistent. I don't care whether it's always been this way for millions of years or it's just happening. I don't care. Now everybody want to make that dumb point. Who cares? This ain't normal for us. So that's all that matters, right? So here's the deal. With the weather warming up, no matter whether it's coming from outer space or man making it warm up, or this is just normally, naturally, the earth rotational thing every billion years. Who cares? What matters is it's warming up. Things are shifting like they have been doing for millions of years. Places where ice used to be ain't no more. Places where it's always warm, it's starting to be cold. Things are shifting. I'm going to tell you, it's not just the ice and the glaciers just shifting. You want to know what else is shifting? The animals' feeding pattern. The animals' route. Their normal, everyday feeding grounds are changing. If the snow is melting, that means they got more range to go hunt for food. They have to go farther to hunt for food. So if all the big bears and polar bears and birds and alligators got to go hunting further out, guess what? They're getting closer into our everyday neighborhood. Into our everyday neighborhood, and some of us is seeing it. So I have reports over this last year. We have black bear sightings here. I'm always out here at night. Y'all know that. Black bears? I look delicious. Okay? I'm delicious. I'm just telling you, just in case you ever wonder. I promise you I'm delicious. I'm a whole meal with leftovers for a bear. Sitting out here sipping on some yak around the campfire at night talking to y'all. That would be one hell of a live to get sopped up like a damn biscuit and gravy right here live on YouTube. Let me tell you something. People ain't the only thing you need to be worried about. Taking your garden, eating your garden up, and eating you. With the weather warming up, again, no matter who caused it or what caused it or why it's caused, it's happening. That we can't agree on. So, now we're having sightings in South Carolina of gators migrating from Florida. Florida got more anacondas. Did you hear me? I'm talking about Amazon snakes. Snakes, they're supposed to live in the glades in the Amazon. I ain't talking about the people that deliver you stuff. I'm talking about the place where the only reason you end up there is to feed something else. There is no reason you should be walking through the Amazon. Not python, but anacondas is in Florida. Okay? Alligators is in Florida. My boy Eco Neighbor right here, Dan Permaculture Food Forest, Starduster 2, who else? It's all of y'all down in there, the Floridians, gators. That ain't nothing. You can't take your eyes off the road. You can't just be walking home like, I'm not going to drive because I had a couple drinks. I'm going to just walk to the house tonight. You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it. I seen a dude walking down the side of the road when I was in Florida, and I said, Lord be with him. Lord be with him in that tall grass and them flip-flops. Lord be with him. This ain't like walking home in Detroit or walking home in Ohio and Cincinnati, Cleveland, because all we worried about is each other. Down there, son, nah, you don't really got to worry about the people walking down them roads. You got to worry about the wildlife. So, which brings me to the last situation, which is this. We're also seeing big cats. Say I'm lying when I ain't. We're seeing mountain lions showing up and panthers that's been on the news. Let me round this up for you and tighten this up. We're seeing mountain lions, panthers, same thing, different color. We're seeing alligators. I live on the lake. And we're seeing black bears. Foxes and coyotes. Coyotes will do you some damage. Foxes got to be a little rabbit to keep on messing with you. Now dig this. if you are a person that does believe in carrying your own protection, I need you to look up how many people. I ain't gonna blow your spot up. If you are a person that believes in carrying your own protection, okay, I need you to understand something. A 22, I truly believe in a 22 caliber. I really do. But I promise you this. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop a bear. It's not going to stop an alligator. You better have shot placement. And anybody in here, my man, regular gun guy, go check out his channel. Yoki Stirrup, go check out her channel. Because those two people right there helped me make a decision that I've been working on lately. Yeah, cougars. That's what I left out. Did I say cougars? I said mountain lions. I meant cougars. Yeah, cougars and panthers. Family, you better know that you have enough, not just power, but firepower. Right, somebody say gator skulls is thick. Man, you can pop them and it just bounce right off of them. I know that sounds like a horror movie, but family, it is a horror movie in real life. In real life. Okay? So please, if you do believe in carrying or having protection, you want to make sure you got the right caliber for what you're doing. So my late father told me never get a 22 because it won't stop them. That's not true. I was a nurse in the ER years ago, and I'm a promise this. 22 is what I saw the most. Okay? I zipped up a lot of people because of a 22 wound. No, 22 is not for kids. No, 22 is not for only children. No, it's not for learning. No, it's not for learning. Let me tell you something from somebody that's been doing this for a long time. Yes, 22 long rifle. Yes. Let's not say ignorant stuff. If you don't know what you're talking about, hold that to yourself. If you don't know what you're talking about, hold that to yourself. Keep it to yourself. It's a 22 preferred caliber. Okay. I'm going to take that off, okay, because that's a little violent. I'm going to move that. But a 22 caliber goes in and scrambles you up like eggs. I'm just telling you. It may not come out. It goes in like a pinball machine and bounces off of everything inside. So that's actually a slow death. So here's the deal. If you think a 22 won't harm a human being, that's not true. I'm here to tell you for sure. Say, Brother Led, being from the north, I gotta say you all have some. So I'm telling you the truth. Now, every caliber has its place. Every caliber has its place. Now, when it comes to bears, moose, gators, now I had one of these years ago, and just recently, after this last bear sighting, I was like, cut the games. If you have a shotgun, if you have a 12 gauge, you may be okay. If you can aim it, shoot it, cock it fast enough if something is charging you, okay? Here's the deal. You're not going to be in your yard if you got land. You're not going to be in your yard carrying a shotgun on your hip. You're not. I do it so I know. What's up, Sunday Backyard Farmer? Amen, brother. Amen. You know exactly where I'm going. If you have bears, gators, moose, mountain lions, panthers, if you got that stuff anywhere around you, you need a 10 millimeter. You need a 10 millimeter and a 12 gauge shotgun. Period. Period. If you got a 22 on your hip and a bear charge you, lay down. Sprinkle some salt on you. Lay down, sprinkle some seasoning on you. If you're charged by a bear and you got a 22 on you, just lay down. Garnish yourself first. Put an apple in your mouth. You was hiking and you was walking. And you had some fruit roll-ups in your pocket. Some apple fruit roll-ups or some strawberry ones. Go and roll that boy up. Put it in your mouth and lay down. Garnish yourself because you're doomed. Okay? I'm telling you. And the other reason I'm telling you this, not because it's the apocalypse. No. I see almost every day people hiking, bicycling, jogging. It ain't just people that's attacking you. It's also animals. Every day I see this. People is attacked by bears, mountain lions, cougars, panthers, bobcats. Every day. This is the everyday. It's such an everyday thing. 30-06 will get it done. Yeah, but you ain't gonna be just carrying no rifle. If you out there cutting your grass, you out there raking, you working in the garden, and you know you got that stuff around you, you ain't gonna have that rifle. It can't fit on you. It's gonna be sitting down somewhere or a little ways away from you. Every video I got something sitting by me. But I also got something on my hip. But I don't have nothing on my hip that can stop such a creature. So if you need that stopping power, 12 gauge shotgun all day, 10 millimeter. I don't care what it is. Okay? 10 millimeter. Now, later I'm going to tell y'all something I watched, and I want you to watch it so you will understand what I'm talking about. Who just said that? You get a bonus star. Ladybug said for real, feral hogs in the swamps. It's feral hogs everywhere. When I say everywhere, everywhere. Feral hogs. Feral hogs. They are, you know what? It's more feral hogs messing with your garden and you don't even know it. They nocturnal. We keep thinking other stuff is digging our gardens up and all of this. Hey, Dorsha, how you doing? We sitting here. We don't know that it was some hogs. There was a bunch of hogs out here tore your garden up last night. Because you don't think no feral hogs is around you or in your neighborhood. Can you eat them? That's completely up to you. Will the 10 millimeter stop hogs? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. So that's a definite. The reason I'm saying 10 millimeter because you can have that on your hip. Anything else, if anything other rifle round, you can carry that with you all day, whatever. But on your hip, you need 10 of them, 10 millimeter all day. And don't try to get no compact. I'm going to say this for Yoki Stirrup. Her and me, we about the same. When it comes to compact, it's a time and a place for me. It's a time and a place. I am not about to be carrying a compact when I know I'm in a situation when I need to do some dumping and I need some power. That's not what I do. Says saw a man get charged by a coyote. They're just like the bears. When the seasons change, man, they getting hungry. It's time for the winter to come, right? Now imagine it's not no food out here for you. It's no food out here for me. So what do you think is out there for them? The weather pattern is getting crazy. The weather pattern is crazy. Don't care for what reason, but the weather pattern is crazy, right? So everybody garden is doing weird stuff. I'm watching everybody's channel. I haven't been able to grow squash in 2 years, right? Seems like everybody's having problems growing squash and certain other items that normally come in abundance. Cucumbers, you know what I keep seeing pictures of? I keep seeing pictures of people's cucumbers, and all the cucumbers is misshapen. It'll be fat on one end with this weird little, I'm going to call it a thumb, because at the end it's always like this. What is that about? Everybody's things that they should be growing in these certain months. Like, for instance, I should have tons of pomegranates, right? I should have tons of lemons. I should have tons of all this other stuff. Then it was so hot, so cold, so hot, so cold. It killed a lot of my trees. And they're just, I'm using this whole season just for them to replenish. I don't even want no fruit off of them. I need them to just bounce back. About that, how about the recoil control? I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna be realistic as a shooter. No, I do not like that man, X24 Prepper. I don't care for him one bit. I'm sure he don't care for me either, but that's okay. As a shooter, I'm gonna tell you something about recoil control. That's the last thing you're worried about when you're in danger. When you're in danger, you're not like, oh, it's kind of little jumpy, it's a little snappy, or the trigger is too gritty. You're not going to be thinking about that. Anybody that came from anywhere dangerous and had to use said firearm to literally, truly protect themselves, okay? You're not going to be thinking about putting a laser on it. You're not going to be thinking about all of that crazy crap that you put on a firearm. You won't see too much of that stuff. I have a flashlight. My firearms has flashlights. I don't do all the weird lasery. That stuff I do. Those are range toys. Those are not for my protection. You need, and guess what? All that stuff, the lasers, the stuff, the sighted. When do you have time? If you're being attacked by an assailant, or you're being attacked by a bear, a bobcat, a coyote, a gator, when do you have time to cut the laser on? Even with a Crimson Trace, the one you just pushed the finger, maybe you didn't want that laser going on, so you can give your position away. I'm sorry, I don't do that unless it's just a range toy. It's a big difference to me between my self-protection and my range toy. I'm gonna say if you're in those areas where you have a bear, you have lions, cougars, all that stuff, bug. If you have all that stuff in you don't. We don't even need to put that on there, my friend. We kind of get the message. But if you are in those areas where you need something like that, listen, 10 millimeter 12 gauge all day. All day. Don't 45 ACP is too slow. It's just a slow, heavy, yeah, protein precious. Yes. I think I didn't get him either. He's still in there. I just closed my eyes and swallowed real hard if you looked at me good enough. Eco said wild plants and spiders are just as dangerous too. Yeah, very true. Very true. So I'm here to tell you, you do not have enough power. I'm not guessing. I'm telling you. I'm saying it arrogantly as possible. Hands of the Dirt, Smith & Wesson 460V. You know what? I heard about that round. I've never shot it. I've heard about it, but I'm gonna tell you this. You might as well just get a 10 millimeter because that 406, that firearm cost a fortune. Unless you know something I don't know. That's a revolver, correct? I could be wrong because I just recently how can I cool a 10x8 metal shed in Florida heat? I don't know. Is that a riddle? A metal shed in Florida heat. You're trying to cool it off. Now, if this isn't a riddle or a joke, I hate to sound damning, but unless you insulate it and put a double wall inside and basically put a whole nother shed inside of a shed, that ain't gonna happen, my friend. A metal shed trying to cool it off. That's an oven. That's literally a gigantic oven. That's what I thought, Hands in the Dirt. That is a revolver. That's what I thought. That the ballistics show that 460V is almost no different than the 10 millimeter. So if you got it, great. But you only get what, 5 or 6 rounds in that too. 5 or 6 rounds versus 15 rounds of 10 millimeter. You know, styrofoam type insulation. Like I said, good luck with that. You'll be basically building a whole nother shed inside of a shed. Thank you, Charlie boy. So you should replace the ceiling with, okay, we ain't gonna get into that, because he got a whole road ahead of him trying to cool that down. Let me see. So everybody, do me a favor. If you do not have any solar power generators, if you are talking about you waiting for Christmas time, you waiting for stuff like that, you may want to rethink what you're waiting for. Okay? To me, when people keep saying they're waiting, they have the money, but they're waiting. You're waiting. What's the Gun Guy's YouTube page? His name is Regular Gun Guy. Go over there and tell him I sent you. Tell him Led told me to come on over and holler at you. That's one of my gun professionals. Go talk to that man. I'm telling you. A Regular Gun Guy. Thank you, Janet Nubian. A Regular Gun Guy. Go over there because he can talk way more about firearms than I can legally. Okay? But we got a whole community over there that's telling everybody and teaching everybody about what you should have, different scenarios. Thank you, TLC in the Garden. Thank you. A Regular Gun Guy. Go over to his channel. Go over there. Tell him Led sent you. That man is teaching, and the whole rest of the gang. It's a lot of professional shooters in there with him, okay? Everybody that you see on YouTube usually crosses that man's doorstep. Yes, it's a Regular Gun Guy, L. Wallace. They cross that man's doorstep for whatever reason or another, and they have them on a talk show, and they will all be talking about what I would love to talk about, but I can't. So they can do that on that channel. So I go over there from time to time to check in. I paid for a 48 volt battery, 5,000 watt battery, and it's been a month waiting for it. Okay, good. Congratulations. Thank you, Eco Neighbor. Eco Neighbor, my moderator in the blue, just put a Regular Gun Guy, and Just Dorsha just put up, my moderators in blue, just put up a Regular Gun Guy's channel. Can you please go check that man out if you want to know more about firearm safety, obtaining a firearm, and so on and so forth. That's where you want to go, okay? You should. Very true, Curtis Haddock said you should have what you can afford, and the best. What is it? Afford, and that being the best you can afford. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give a little bit of wink motivation. I'm gonna tell you this. When it comes to what we can afford, we lie to ourselves. Thank you so much, Just Dorsha said, tell Regular Gun Guy Liz sent you. Everybody go over to a Regular Gun Guy's channel. His name is a Regular Gun Guy. Go over there and tell him Liz sent you over there. Can you ready to learn about firearms, okay? Get that man in your pocket, because this is becoming a time. Look, you better learn to protect yourself. You think your garden and stuff is okay? Not just by man, but by beast. You think it's okay? So I'm just saying, you don't have to believe anything I'm saying. It's not the tool, it's the fool. It's not the tool, it's the fool. The person behind the tool. I can take these right here. these loppers, and cut my own finger off. I choose not to do that because it hurts. See what I just did? I choose to not do that because it hurts. See there? All right, bro, farm. What's up, brother? So the person behind the tool, their mental capacity, they know what they're doing. I want to hurt people. He decided or she decided to hurt people with this tool. The tool didn't decide yet. Okay? We need to stop that. It's like, think about this. We get a flood or we get a forest fire. We don't blame the fool down at the other end of the flood that broke the dam. We don't blame the dude that let his campfire get out of control. We blame the fire for all the deaths and atrocities that it's causing. The fire is just doing what it was told to do or sent to do. The flood is just doing what it was sent to do. The blame is the fool that didn't contain his campfire properly because he was trying to be cool. Thank you, Precious SoCal Garden. Say, I've been supply chain many years. Get what you want, can spend. Very true. Very true. So, the flood, same deal. You can't blame the tool. You blame the fool that's not using the tools properly. Okay? Plain and simple. So, family, when it comes to solar, man, you can never have enough. You can never have enough. Physical, let's work on our eating habits. That's the best we can do. If you know, even if you are, because some people gonna say, I'm disabled and I'm not able to walk and stuff like that. We can eat better though. Let's keep it all together real. We can eat better. Whether you can ambulate or not. All right? Could a 45 caliber, she is sunshine, could a 45 ACP stop a bear? I would never want to try to find out. I would never put myself in that situation. Until you do me a favor, go to Bass Pro Shop, if they still got it, or go to Cabela's, or go to the zoo, and literally look at how big a bear is. Do you know what a Mini Cooper car is? Or a Ford Focus? How many people know what a Ford Focus, the size of a car, a Ford Focus? How many people? Anybody? A Ford Focus, 4-door, little sedan. Okay. That's a grizzly bear. Here's the deal. That Ford Focus got a brain. Okay? That Ford Focus does not feed off of gas. That Ford Focus eats berries and you. Imagine that size being able to almost run as fast as a Ford Focus. A grizzly bear can run almost 35 to 40 miles an hour or better. If it's hungry and it's light, when they light like that, they're hungry. So they can run even faster and they're more desperate. Now, a Mini Cooper and climb trees like squirrels. Who does that? Thank you. Yes, a bear can climb a tree like a freaking squirrel. When I say a squirrel, I literally mean it. That's not a joke. They can climb the tree and run around the tree. Bears run up trees and chase each other around trees just like squirrels do. If you think I'm lying, go Google that. I'm going to have you Google that real quick. Think I'm playing. Big, giant, 800-pound, 700-pound bears run up trees, so they always tell you, if a bear is chasing you, don't run up a tree. Don't season yourself. Do it. If you run up a tree, you might go and season yourself while you're climbing. Season yourself Garnish yourself with salt, pepper, some paprika, and some of these candy peppers that you brought home from home out of your garden. Season yourself. Put a fruit roll up in your mouth. You'll taste better. Don't run up a tree. If do me a favor, this is your homework for the night. Part of it. One of it is go on YouTube and look at these hunters that have their tree stands up. They're sitting up in a tree hunting deer, and bears climb the tree and start sniffing their junk. And then the bear go over top of them, figure, I ain't gonna bite you today. Go look at how fast the bear get up the tree. Then go look at videos on bears playing in the woods, chasing each other up and down the trees like squirrels in the fall. Man, cut the games. Cut the games. Season yourself. You can't run from no bear. They tell you do not run. Don't do it. If your only outlet that you think that you can do is run, stop, lay down, season yourself. Because you're doomed. You ain't gonna outrun this bear. Just think, you can't even catch the bus when you miss it. You keep trying to run after the bus. Hey, wait, don't leave. You can't catch the bus. So what make you think you can run from a bear? You can't run away from that Ford Focus. It's a hungry Ford Focus. And a black bear is a hungry Mini Cooper. Guava. It's a literal eating machine. Its job on this planet is to eat and poop. It does not discriminate on what it's going to eat or whom. But the poop is universal. That's going to happen no matter what. What they call it, a scat. Black Poindexter, my man. I just sent everybody over to Regular Gun Guy's channel, man. Black Poindexter, you can let them know too, man. Black Poindexter is my moderator in blue. Go over to the Regular Gun Guy's channel. Go check my brother out. If you're ready to listen and learn about firearms, firearm safety, and varieties of firearms, and that's where we need to go meet up, okay? State I'm in, those are illegal. Annie Ramsey, I don't know what state you're in, and I'm not going to give you any advice on that, but I'm going to tell you what I would do. I would not stay nowhere where they take my rights away. Because to me, states where they start taking your rights away, here's my question to you. Where does it stop? If they start taking your rights away, whether it's the Second Amendment or any other one, if they start taking one, where do they stop? Huh? Okay, here's another one for you that's going to combat that. When they start making up stupid laws, where does it stop? It can't. It won't stop. It's like Diddy. Once you start making up dumb laws and making them stick and making them constitutional, you can start making up anything. Right? I don't appreciate how we were treated when we were brought over here, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Some of those rules they made in that Constitution, yeah, that stuff worked. They just didn't know we was going to have the power to be, adhere to some of that stuff as well. But now that we are, if they start taking these laws, for instance, if you start taking constitutional laws away from everybody, where do they stop? They can end up sending us right back into slavery if that's the case. All because nobody wants to take responsibility and blame the right thing. It's not the tool, it's the fool behind it. This didn't choose to harm anybody. This only was made and created by us. This was created by us to prune flowers, right? That's it. Those were created to hunt and protect yourself, right? Okay. They don't make a move unless, look, this won't prune shit until I do this. You see that? I unlocked it. That's the safety. Listen close to what I'm saying, the words, because you know what I'm saying. Here's the safety. The safety is off. My hands is on the triggers. Now I can either use this to do what it's meant to do and go prune this pink lady apple tree, or I can cut my finger off like an idiot. I'm in full control of what this tool does. This tool can do nothing by itself. Period. We're blaming things that have no decision-making process whatsoever. But we're not blaming the man. And if you blame the man and say he had mental disabilities, he had mental problems, why aren't they making legislation and making rules and laws for people to get more affordable help for their mental capacity? We're not making the right laws. We're making laws for stuff that don't even really exist. Listen, we might as well make rules and laws. Ghosts cannot enter your house. What? That don't even make no sense. Why are we even making that law up? It doesn't make any sense. We should be making up laws to help people. Family, if you want to stop crime, you want to stop shootings, you want to stop all this other mess that's going on, people need help. People need help. People got horrible memories and thoughts in their mind at all times that they need to get off their brain. They're waiting to let this steam off. They have no steam control valve. We don't have a steam control valve built in us, just like dogs can't sweat, right? Dogs can't sweat. So when a dog is hot and it's all built up and stinking, his tongue fall out. His tongue fall out. He get irritable and he panting and breathing like a rabbit. Why? Because he cannot sweat. We're no different. We do not have an outlet for what's going on in our mind. Everybody did not have a great day, huh? Everybody did not have a great day. Everybody did not have a great life. And we just brush that off as, that's a weirdo. He's a weird one. We keep saying that till you, next thing you know, you picking on somebody. Next thing you know, ratata, okay? So that's my word right there, family. We need to stop focusing on things that is not harmful. It's the people. And why are the people harmful? The people are harmful because they have mental problems. If we make healthcare affordable, if we make healthcare free, then we can turn around and solve about at least 60% of the crime that's going on. We could solve that just by getting people medical help. People will be healthier if they had medical assistance. People will be healthier, period. When you healthier, you can think better. You do better stuff when you feel good, man. Come on, let's be honest with yourself. You trying to tell me that, say this man just went to war for this country. He got his arm and leg amputated. He get back and got to wait in line for a whole day to be seen about what he got on his mind and the pain that he's feeling in his arm that's not even there anymore, because that pain don't go away. You still feel like you got an arm. Ask me how I know. Okay? Those nerve endings do not stop hurting. So next thing you know, what happens? You get addicted to drugs. Everybody keeps saying about Michael Jackson and Prince. Oh, they were drug addicts. How did it start, though? See, we want to blame the drug. How did it start? It started somewhere. It started with pain. Prince doing his little dance on the stage, splitting in them little old pants, and he busted his hips, okay? Trying to entertain us and make us happy. Get a hip operation, Now they give you some of the grooviest medicine on earth. All of that stuff that dulls or kills pain is highly addictive. All those steroids, highly addictive. Okay? Michael Jackson, same thing. After the Coca-Cola, okay? After the Coca-Cola got him, he was in pain from that point on. He was never the same. Mike been addicted to those painkillers since Thriller. Nobody want to listen. They just think he was a dope head because he was so famous he had nothing better to do while with all the money but just take drugs. Man, you don't know what some of those entertainers or some of us civilians go through in reality. What got people started on drugs? What got people started? You think a bum is a bum and a drug addict is a drug addict just because they just felt like doing it someday? Some of them have. But for the most part, a lot of them was in some sticky situations. They got hurt or raped or abused, and they're trying to make that go away. So if they can't afford health care and lay on somebody's couch and talk to somebody about their trauma, yes, Fruity Loop, if they can't, they take that to just make it go away. It's in there building up. Like I told you, humans ain't got no steam valve. Because the person that you want to talk to ain't about to listen to that bullshit. They don't want to hear about your troubles. They got troubles of their own. We need to talk to professionals, skilled professionals that's trained to deal with this kind of stuff. And if you don't got that, because that is the main steam valve release, you're going to explode one day. Sometime it only have anybody ever seen the movie Falling Down? That's another one I want you to watch tonight. It's an old movie. But when I tell you it's a MFing classic, and if you don't feel that movie, you start almost rooting for the criminal. You almost start rooting for the bad guy because he's not a bad guy. The world has a funny way in turning you into a monster. It will turn the best of us into the worst of us. Yes, with Michael Douglas. Falling Down. We can all relate to that man in that movie. We can all, everybody watching me right now, 700 and something people in here, all of us can relate to the movie Falling Down. Just take one thing, man, and then that steam valve just blow up. We don't got no steam valve, that pipe just blow up. Once that pipe is blowed up, man, it's over with. That whole system needs to be replaced. Okay? So, plain and simple, I'm here to tell you, until we get better health care so everybody can be served up, not just rich people, we're always going to have these problems. The tools are not the problems. The tools are not the problems. It's the people with the tools. Do any of the people that shot up any of this stuff in the last 20 years, do any of them seem okay to you? In court smiling. They done killed 10, 15, 20, 50 people. In court giggling. Is that normal to you? Striking down women and children and men and elderly people, you giggling. Does that person seem like they needed help prior to the event? Huh? For the last, I'ma say about 20, 30 years it's been going on. But everybody wanna blame this. They keep blaming the tool, but they never keep talking about the mental capacity of the person that did the crime. They don't want to talk about that. You know why? Because now, if we start talking about the mental capacity of the person that committed the crime, now we also have to discuss health care. Everybody knew, just like this last dumb kid, everybody knew what he was going to do. He told people what he was going to do. He told them when, he told them how. The daddy bought him something to help him with his new career. right? So here's the deal. If he had mental health before that, everybody knew he had a mental problem. But healthcare costs so doggone much. Don't nobody want to be, oh no, we can't go to the hospital. All you need to do, look, what do people say? Just go sleep on it, say some prayers. Go sleep on it, say some prayers. Here's a couple of pills. That's everybody's answer to everything is pills. Telling you. Sometimes it's the food you eat. Your mental capacity got a lot to do with the food you eat. True story. I've been thinking more clearer. I've been thinking about positive things and goals, creating goals in my mind instead of thinking about hopelessness. I'm gonna end this video with this because I got a hair in my eye. I'm gonna end this video with this. Sometimes we feel hopeless. We do. Sometimes we feel hopeless. We feel powerless. Sometimes we feel out of control. One of our problems is we feel overwhelmed. A lot of us just feel overwhelmed, especially with everything going on these days. We feel hopeless, powerless, overwhelmed. But I'm going to tell you this. You need to know how to decipher. What kind of problems are you overwhelmed with? Are you overwhelmed with you getting so many blessings in your life that you don't know what to do with all of them? Or are you overwhelmed with problems that you keep piling onto your life, especially from other people because you afraid to tell them no? Hell no, I ain't doing that. No, you can't borrow that. No, you can't have that. No, I'm not letting you lend that to you. No, you can't borrow no money. Leave me alone. We're so scared to tell one another, hell no, you can't. No, I ain't doing that. We end up in prison because we too scared to tell people, I'm not going with you to do the crime. We too scared to tell people, no, I'm not going to loan you no money. Till we end up like we is now. You can be overwhelmed with blessings and still feel just as hopeless and out of control and overwhelmed as you can with being in a situation where you just don't know how to tell people and life no. It's things, I tell stuff, hell no, I ain't doing that. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. People think I'm cruel when I do it. My mom always, boy, you be telling her, I ain't playing with that. I ain't getting in that mess. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. You need to learn how to tell people, hell no. Not no, because when you tell people no, they be like, come on, please. Oh, man, remember that time no. See, if you just say no, oh, man, look, man, we good. No, when you say somebody, hell no, and look at them, look, hell no, I ain't doing that. Man, get out of here talking that stupid. When you do that, they be like, oh, dang, it's like that? Man, just like that, bro. You do that. They don't keep on cranking at you and scraping at your skin until you be like, okay, I'll do it just this one time. Next thing you know, you and him or you and her in prison, waking up in cells next to each other. Learn how to tell people no. And learn how to decipher you just overwhelmed by blessings. Because guess what? It's a lot of people out here overwhelmed by a lot of blessings. And they just don't get it. They just don't get it. I'm going to let y'all go with that right there. I hope this helped you. Please, please, get your solar up. Let's start eating better. Work on your mental capacity because, family, we are losing it. We are losing it. And make sure you have enough firepower to protect it all. Live from Service 3. I love all y'all. Please be safe. Please get some help if you need it. Talk to somebody if you need to. I love you, and I'm out.